That politics is never easy, there's never an end to politics. It goes on as long as people go on. As long as the world goes on, there will be politics.
The police are behind some of the preaching events in several villages, which are all about hate speech.
After the elections, we will see what sort of government we get. But I think this is certainly a high-risk destination. It's a high-potential destination.
You see, recently they are trying to increase electricity price, and there were, people come out to the streets against that policy. Then government had to postpone.
Myanmar left behind half a century of military dictatorship just 2 years ago and has started opening up to the world. But can a new wave of repression be ruled out, like the one that imprisoned Aung San Suu Kyi and thousands of activists? Ethnic violence has always marked Myanmar. Last year, more than 200 Muslims were killed and thousands displaced after clashes with Buddhist mobs. This monk, who runs a school for orphans, took part in the Saffron Revolution. He was jailed for 15 years. All sectarian violence is created by the government. It's a conspiracy practiced with the 2015 elections in mind. They also created the mess with the farmers and the other workers as a way to build up tension. We can also say that about the land-grabbing problem. The former capital, Yangon, remains the political and economical heart of the country. Since the end of censorship laws, new media outlets are opening. The editor-in-chief of the Democratic Voice of Burma recognizes ethnic violence is a hard topic to cover.
It is getting more difficult. If there is some violence, what authority responds is they shut down the road. That is a very physical barrier, you have to face it. And also, it is so hard to get some, marginalized minority. They are remote area. One of our journalists been badly beaten because he has a camera and he caught some of the violent scenes, so his camera was seized.
The company used to be based abroad and worked with underground journalists. But even today, there are logistical headaches.
We will have no serious challenge to cover the countrywide elections. Because transportation and telecommunications, infrastructures, everything's stay difficult.
To help with the democratic transition, sanctions were lifted 18 months ago. The EU sent a business task force to the country this month.
Everybody here who's come with us knows that there is a real commitment to be made to ensure that the economic life of this country grows, that people have real opportunities for jobs, real opportunities to have partnership, and it's been one of the themes already in the Business Forum.
The leader of the opposition was also invited. Aung San Suu Kyi is one of the world's most well-known Nobel Peace Prize laureates.
It is a continuous effort to make sure that politics follows the right path. It does not happen by itself automatically, and it's not something that you can say, done, we don't have to look at it again. It's continuous, it's day to day, it's year to year, it's decade to decade, it's generation to generation.
The country is also considered as an eldorado by some investors due to its large reserves of oil, gas, minerals and gemstones. Vicky Bowman set up an NGO to make sure that wealth will also benefit the 55 million citizens.
One of the big risks we see for investors, particularly if they're going to be investors with a significant land footprint, is knowing where the land came from, who its ownership was, has it been previously seized, maybe 20 years ago, or if they are now dealing with perhaps a project where people are going to have to move off the land, ensuring that those people are being compensated and treated according to international standards. And to date, the record has been very poor in this country.
It's clear that Myanmar's journey on the road to democracy will be long and challenging.